All right. One bad news after another. And here, I'm pretty sure you guys know more than me about this. Very, very sure. Because most of Indians, for them, cricket is like religion. It's more than religion. And cricketing stars are like gods. They literally worship. I'm not saying you, but majority of Indians, they have this idol worship. No, if they love a film actor or superstar, they literally make their photograph, they put a garland. In fact, they're doing it with Trump also, Donald Trump. Some people have built a statue, some people they put garland, they worship. So this culture of hero worship is very common in India. Rajesh Khanna, if I don't know if today's generation knows who's Rajesh Khanna, he was a film actor. He was looked upon as such a great uh, human being that when he was sick, people actually sat outside the hospital. And if you feel this is just story, Google search it. They put his photograph, they would put garlands, they would sit and cry, they would pray to him. And women would write letters to Rajesh Khanna with their blood, girls, young women. And literally, Rajesh Khanna was said in an interview that he used to get a bouquet of flowers every single day, so much that the whole house was with flowers. And he sadly said that when his movies were no longer a hit, they those flowers stopped coming. This is very common in India. Whether it's Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, in fact, I'm sorry to say, the the levels of hero worship with our Indian mentality has gone so pathetically sad that today, if a female were to show a body and she appears on social media, there's been this new crass, really like okay, there is one part which is beautiful and sexy and appealing to the eyes with class. And then you have these females who literally, now you'll be wondering what has this got to do with it. I'll come to that. They don't wear anything inside and they try to show you as much of skin as much as possible to get views, engagement, and because they are so famous, people literally they 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 come in droves. Like when Sunny Leone she visited Kerala, it there was a complete stampede, almost like a stampede, just for a porn star. So in a country where once you're famous, they worship you. I've seen Salman Khan's, when he is promoting his movie, he's an actor, entertainer. Children, young children with their parents, they come there and I've seen this one video which I found disgusting, absolutely disgusting, but people are like, wow, the boy, the small boy, I think he is 11 years old or something, he runs to Salman Khan, okay? Salman Khan is with a beard, he looks bloated. The boy falls on his feet, on the feet of Salman Khan, okay? Falls on the feet. And Salman Khan is like, he's just looking around and he's like, get up, get up, get up. Because he must be fed up. He must be fed up of all this. And the boy is like, what is this? What is this? In the same way, now you have this. The passion, the fervor by which the hero worship is there. That I think it's Virat Kohli or something, his team, or he's involved in that. And it seems this Royal Challengers Bengaluru, they have the biggest fan base among all the teams in India. So one is cricket is like more than life itself, it's a religion. The second one is the superstars are worshipped by our Indians, the majority. They lose their common sense, they are thinking everything. And when you mix all this with the thrill and the excitement of cricket, What do you expect, man? I told you, I give you the example, no? When you have these famous like Urfi and some even Poonam Pandey, like cheap porn stars, cheap females who reveal their bodies. When you have people going like as if, as if they've never seen, for such individuals, then something like this, what do you expect here? Where was the common sense of these organizers, of these cricketing management teams? They were so high in the victory. They wanted to enjoy the glory, the attention, the publicity so much. They ignored every possible logical advice. They ignored the advice of the police. They ignored the advice of everyone. No, no, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Let the public be happy. Oh, we'll be mobbed by our fans. We'll be made to feel like heroes. That yearning for appreciation was so high that it led to a disaster that didn't have to be. 11 people died. Now, that number might look very small to you. 11, no? 11. 1.4 billion people are there. 11 people. Let me turn the tables and put it this way. What if there was someone who was your brother or sister who just went, no, he's not a crazy person. He just went, let's just say hi to the cricketers. Let's just stand and celebrate. Someone who didn't have any fault in this. You know, it's not just the tragedy of 11 people. It is the sad reality of how our Indians think, how our Indians go completely bananas where cricket is concerned, where hero worship is concerned, that they are ready to forfeit their own safety. And here's the thing, this is not the first time this has happened. This happens during religious festivals. This happens during, it can even be a superstar, or it can even be even sometimes a movie. Have you seen sometimes when these movies come out? We saw, no, when the Chava, that movie, children are standing and raising their hand and reciting some Hindu hymn for their loyalty to, Shivaji. Even though he's an actor, they are actually crying, something, and the parents are taking the video. Why? They want it to go viral. And that drama continued for some time, and now nobody is bothered. When Kashmir files came, yes, it's a real incident. Yes, there were Hindu Pandits, totally agree. Shouldn't have happened. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Especially that movie, if you see, I'll tell you, I watched that movie. It is so powerful. Yes, they fabricated or they put creative inputs in making that movie more compelling. A little bit of creativity was used there, but powerful storytelling, very powerful, very graphic. But then what happened? The mob went crazy. Our Indians now, they just go, their logic is thrown out of the window. And they started to scream. I remember so well when Kashmir Files was a hot topic. Hindu nationalists were screaming and shouting, "We will kill the Muslims, we'll kill their this thing, they should not marry our sisters, and they are extremists, and Jai Shri Ram," and all that. And after the movie died out, everyone went back to their own normal self. Now over here, everyone's going to point the blame at someone else. The cricketing body is going to say, no, the management team did it. Management team will say, no, the police should have done their job. Police will say somebody else. You know, when India, no, in India, this is a very common practice. When something good happens, no, when something great happens, every politician will put his photograph. Like, for example, I love the branding of BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. When someone achieves something in Olympics or someone achieves victory somewhere, they'll put Prime Minister Modi's photograph in the front and say, "We did it," you know, which I understand. He wants to show, I'm the leader of this country. One of my, citizens achieve greatness, but they will put his for when COVID, the vaccine, they put him in the front. When they came out with a new successful, let's say, implementation, they put Modi in the front. But this is only when there is glory, when there is success. Everyone wants to take credit. Yes, it's because of me. Yes, success because failure. No, failure they'll not put. I'm I'm the face of success. Failure he did. Failure Congress. Failure Nehru. Failure that person. They even rope in Nehru. They even rope in the Mughals. The Mughals 500 years. They even rope in something that has happened maybe 500 years ago. Like, they have this thing. Oh, you're a rice bag. Oh, your ancestors, they dumped our religion for a bag of rice. Yeah, I prefer rice over your religion any day. Yes, I tell them. I prefer a bag of rice to such religious nonsense of casteism, of, sati, of burning of women, of child marriage. No, no, that is outdated. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it still happens. Does happen. Oh, how many? Can you give evidence? In India, it happens. Just that people don't report about it. What has that got to do with this? The Indian mentality. It's all up here. When something good happens, everyone will take credit. I challenge you and ask you, who is going to come forward and say, we are to blame for this? We did it. We were very greedy for publicity. We were very greedy for feeling great. The politicians were involved in this. The organizers were involved in this. They all wanted to feel great about this. The brands, they all wanted credit. Tell me, if they didn't want credit, would they do this? All it took was for them to just say, wait, listen, let's plan and do this properly. Let's just plan and do this properly. Let's at least take one day. Let's control ourselves. Let's work with the police. Let's work with the organizers. Let's ensure that everything is done proper. And in a country like India, where, there was this news where they opened up a water park in one place in India, and the Indian public staying in that area, they never saw a water park in their life. And because they were so eager to see the water park, instead of forming a line and going in a disciplined manner, these people started overcrowding, and then they started climbing up the walls, and then they managed to, because of the sheer number, the security was enough. They jumped in and then they ransacked the whole place. They destroyed the property. They all jumped in they destroyed the water park. They jumped in the pool. They broke everything. They removed the furniture, fittings, everything. They just destroyed. This is our Indian public. Over here, what happened was the stadium that could hold 32,000 people, 200,000 people gathered. How do you control? 32, 64, say 96. It was three times. What? Three times? No. Six times. Six times the number of people. They couldn't control. There was not enough police. There was not enough security. There was not enough. It was impossible. And what's more is, um, there were rumors about a free pass that made in India anything is free now. Even if you give an underwear, even if you give a socks, an underwear, maybe sometimes these disgusting jokes. They say even if you give a condom second hand, they will run. Oh, free. There was no planning. There was no law and order. There was no police. There was nothing. Now what is happening is BCCI is blaming pointing fingers. The police law enforcement is pointing fingers. They said there's no crowd control. It seems in some cases the police were even using the cane to hit people, and that made people go crazy. There was not sufficient personnel. There was there was no emergency access. There was no enforcement. There was no communication that this was going to happen. The government political figures were like, where was the permit? Who approved this? Even though you knew the risks, why did you go ahead? And the crowd, the fans, they didn't, they will never respect the rules. They will never follow the laws. Everyone was pushing as if they never, as if it was a matter of life and death. And they were so emotionally high, they didn't give a damn about anything. You just imagine, just to see a cricket player, you're not going to see him face to face. You're going to see his bus, but they came out like mad. And now everyone's, oh, he did it. Oh no, he did it. I told you, no, when India, something good happens, no, they'll put the politician's photograph on the ticket in the front. Even if there's a, say, Miss World, or there's an award, or say Olympics, anything, the Prime Minister or the political party, they'll put their photograph there. But where there's a failure, where there's a death, where there is um, economic disaster or anything, they'll never put the politics. In fact, it seems the parts of India where atrocities are taking place, the Prime Minister has never gone there. In fact, have they revealed how many fighter jets or military personnel or this thing have been lost during the war? I don't think so. Nobody has access to that data. Failure, no? Failure, nobody knows. Victory, everyone knows. They'll make sure the media knows. Everyone knows. And if you speak anything that is not pleasing to them, what do? Oh, you're anti-national, you're anti-something, insert. This was unnecessary. This was seriously unnecessary. Cheaper than a cup of chai, Harsh Goenka on the value of a common man's life. And by the way, even the ambulance could not go in or out. And here you have in telegraphindia.com, all the stampedes that have taken place. 6 people died on May 3rd, 30 people died. These are all the religious festivals on temple. January 8th, again, some other people died. December 4th, a lady and man were injured in a stampede in a theatre where Pushpa was screened. Whether it's a movie, whether it's a religious festival, like even the Kumbh Mela, there were disasters. This is how the Indian public is, man. They just got berserk. They just go berserk when they know that there is their hero or there is their movie star. And like I told you, nobody takes the blame. Nobody. India, the $4 trillion economy, does not have even the basic organization, basic management, basic safety rules in place. And we are progressing better than Japan, it seems. Yeah, sure. So who's going to be blamed for this? They'll throw someone under the bus, some employee or someone. They'll suspend them. They will remove their, employment contract or their pass or something and finish. Then people will forget about this and go on with their lives. Just for a game of cricket. That hero worship. India, a 4 trillion modern superpower. All it takes is a little bit of skin, like Poonam Pandey or Cheryl Chopra or something. They just show a little bit of flesh, become superstars. You may have a hit movie. Oh, they will. Shivaji's movie you put, or some other, what is it? Kashmir Files. Oh, they are ready to die. They'll not help the poor. Like, who thinks about Hindu Pandit now? Thinks, nobody talks. Only when the movie came. They politicize and weaponize religion, caste, creed, everything. This is India for you. And with that kind of mentality, safety is the last thing that they think about. Everybody is to be blamed for this. Everybody. From the public to the organizers, everyone. They were just dying for glory, they were dying for attention, and they just threw all caution out in the wind. And I'll tell you this, give it a few days, everyone will forget about this. And we'll go back to square one. This is not going to be the last time you'll hear a news like this. Trust me. Some other religious festival, some temple, this thing, some pilgrimage, some movie, some superstar. If Sunny Leon, when a porn star comes down to Kerala and there is a traffic jam, stampede for a porn star, what hope is there for a country like India? That's all I want to say. Hate me as much as you like. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What is the solution? There's none. You can't change a person's thinking, a person's upbringing, a person's heart. That's it. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I don't know what else to say. Take care.